What up guys, this is Marv from the Paintball team here, and as per you guys' request, this is the tour of our studio. Let's go. So as you come up the stairs, you're met with a big, wide, open area. This is our paintball studio or a man cave, whatever you like to call it. So starting from this side, we have our infamous filming wall. This is where I do most of my filming. This is my background. I'll just pull this table out. I do have markings on the floor where I put my table. I also have markings for my lights along with my tripod. So it is really easy for me to set up my studio, but I usually keep this wall backed up against the wall just so that I can put stuff on the table and it's not so, you know, bombarded with stuff in this middle part. So on this table here, I keep a lot of my paint. A lot of this paint is just kept here and rotated every other day just to keep them fresh and stop them from dimpling. So I have unopened paint here. I also have I have open paint, which I do keep in pods. I do separate them into pods, and I rotate them every other day as well, just to keep all the paint from dimpling. And I can use this paint at practice or wherever the paint is allowed to be. So moving on, I do have my Armadillo dreads here, since I don't keep them on my desk over there, as we just started cleaning. But we just started cleaning, so we cleaned out our barrels and we're just letting them dry right here along with our swabs. Nothing too special, they're usually not here anyways. Moving on, underneath that table we also have our gear bags, but that's okay. Here we have our drawer stand, whatever you like to call it. On top we have our Kratos marker stands, the Kratos marker stands bag. I have a collapsible box which I use to when I go to the field, I can put pods there, filled up pods. I have a tape roller, so I ship out stuff for buy-sell trade groups. I also have my Flex 8 full coverage mask here, ready to sell since it is for sale. Up in this drawer, I do have my airsoft gear, representing the War Boys. Yep. Second drawer, we have a bunch of our miscellaneous stuff. So we have our MVP banner, I have a view loader, I have some extra receipts and whatnot. I have a bunch of barrel bags from all the guns we've gone through before, Lux, Shocker, Eclipse, Empire, a die one, and then I also have Virtue Vio catalogs along with our inserts from our pants. And then here just some ID tags for our bags. This one's the tiger, obviously, because of our No Mercy logo. Then under here we also have our soft goods or our gear that we bring to the field. This is just some bubble mailer. I didn't know where else to put this. Here we have socks, t-shirts. This is our blue printed No Mercy shirt. This is Adrian made this in chemistry class and we just kept this for keepsakes. Pretty cool. So a bunch of socks, we have windbreakers, we have ponchos, and we also have some tissues. This is just when we go to the field, we can pack any of the stuff into our bags, depending on weather. And then here I just have a bunch more stuff to sell. I have a pod belt, MR100 Pro, I have an Exalt headband, Eclipse socks, a Shamag. This bottom drawer is for sale stuff, although not everything goes in there. And as you move along, we have the window. The blinds are closed right now, but if we do need light for filming or whatever, I can open up these blinds. I have my tripod here. And then as you move in here, ignore the weird oriented lights. That's just to give some lighting to this area. But as you move here, this is our main table. We have Adrian's side of the table and my side of the table. Adrian is more the tech side. So this is where obviously we do our own tech on our tech mats. But along this divider, we have a bunch of the tech stuff. So we have extra rain lids, we have a bunch of grease, oil, Gorilla Glue, blue Loctite, slick lube. We have an extra shaft 4 back, freak insert, Lapco, ion to AC adapter. We have macro lines, we have tape, a huge universal Eclipse parts kit, a fresh set of Allen keys, and under here we also have a hammer. We have some screwdrivers and stuff as well. And then we have brand new unopened battle swabs, which we use for maintenance, some scissors, and a stapler, obviously for more mailing purposes. You have Adrian's random gear here. He just finished teching his stuff, LV1 Virtue Spire tanks. The standard. And as you move along here, you see a bunch of more of the miscellaneous stuff. You have my watches for big games, still a little bit dirty. Some toothpicks. We have a bunch of these cool like paintball bands. We keep a lot of them under there and there. We have an Enola Gay smoke grenade, which I have yet to use since December. We have a bunch of stickers under here. So this is just a crap ton of stickers that we use. We just keep them there. We have my Armadillo headband, and we have an extra piece for my micro stand. Up top we have my caddies, paper towels. These are the broken pods that we just keep just in case we need to you know, count paint for shooting videos, etc. As you move across, you have, oh, this is not supposed to be here. This is our team mascot. Then we have Adrian's extra spare LV1 grip kit. And then this box is just a bunch of microfibers that we use for teching and whatever else we need them for. And we also have a bunch of manuals and extra barrel bags that we use. Yeah, so that's up there. As we move along here, we do have these pull-up tables that we can pull out. So whenever we're doing teching, we have more room. Just some dirty pod packs for that. So as we move underneath, we have our cleats. I just put them on top of the chairs just to keep them off the ground. Pull those out. We have a box of brand new pods. This is all brand new pods. There's standard 140s and Virtue PFs. On top we have some 130 pods, some odd pods that we don't ever use except for maybe for like shooting videos. Then I have my used Virtue pods. So these ones, along with the ones that you saw previously on that table, are the ones that we mainly use for tournaments, big games, practice, etc. And for people who are wondering why I keep my pods open, and that's because I hate putting stress on the springs of them. That's how a majority of my pods broke, is because I kept them in storage with the springs on too long, and they ended up like the springs became really loose and they just didn't work well. So I keep them open just to release some of the stress. And last but not least, we have our door hung with our big game passes. So these are all the passes that you get for, you know, chrono passes, judge punch, stuff like that. This is just to show like our big game progress, how many big games we've been to. And yeah, so this is our paintball man cave, our paintball studio, whatever you like to call it. This is really this is where I do my filming and my teching and everything like that. Other than that, remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.